Your reporter Owen Kingsley live in New London, where city officials have certainly been busy preparing for this visit. Owen.
Well, when you're headed towards this area of New London, you'll see those bright yellow no parking signs. They are all over the place, 12 different streets, no parking. So if you're planning on coming anywhere in this area of New London, be aware of that. And certainly something we've noticed, the law enforcement presence, security certainly beefed up. This is the Coast Guard Academy entrance right behind us. Some friends and family of cadets starting to show up for today's graduation. You'll also see a lot of state police cruisers, a lot of law enforcement, a lot of Secret Service who've been walking around the grounds in and out off the actual property this morning. Now, this is President Trump's first visit to our state since his re-election, and a lot of preparation goes into each one of these visits. The Coast Guard Academy commencement is at 11 o'clock this morning. Air Force One will arrive shortly before then, and then the president will be transported over here to campus. If you're headed to school, work, wherever this morning, just give yourself some extra time. Expect more cars and people to be on the streets.
It's special on the year that the president comes.
The last president to give the keynote address here at the commencement ceremony for the Coast Guard Academy. That was President Biden back in 2021. President Trump, this is not his first time doing it, though. He did it previously in 2017. Your reporter live in New London, I'm Owen Kingsley, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.